If y is a positive non-even integer, then which of the following must be even? The answer to this question is A and B. Here's why. What we need to know for this problem is the relationship between even and odd numbers. For this problem, specifically just odd numbers, because if y is a positive non-even integer, that basically means it's odd. Which of the following must be even? Oh, so it looks like, okay, yep, we're going to have to know the relationship for odd and evens. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to write this out in terms of the addition-subtraction relationship and the multiplication and division relationship. So here's what we get. If you have an odd number plus an odd number, that's going to give you an even number. An example would be 1 plus 1. If you have an odd number plus an even number, and this is true for subtraction or addition, okay? So an odd plus an even actually gives you an odd number. Example, 1 plus 2. And now if we have even plus even, or subtract even, the result will still be even. For example, 4 plus 4. Or 4 plus 6. Either way, they both work. So there's a relationship that we're going to use in a second here. And then up next, we need to know the multiplicative relationships. So keep in mind that an odd number multiplied by an odd number will still result in an odd number. An example, 1 times 1, or you can say 3 times 5, 15. Again, odd numbers multiplied by odd numbers give you odd results. Now, an odd multiplied by an even, what is that going to give you? Well, that's actually going to give you an even number. Because there's a 2 in every even number, and it's like you're multiplying the whole thing by 2, which always results in an even number. So for example, 2 times 5, that's 10. You could have 4 times 9 giving you 36. Again, as long as one of them is even, you're good. And then lastly, even multiplied by even always results in even. Because again, there's a 2 in each of those numbers, so no matter what, it's going to be even, because all evens are divisible by 2. So now that we've taken our time and really laid this all out, what we're going to do next is take a look at each of the answer choices and see what's going to happen. So this right here and here, you have to memorize. This has to be memorized before you begin, because now we're going to start. Y squared plus y. Well, y squared. Y is a positive odd number. So if y is odd, y squared, what does that signify? Well, that's an odd number squared plus an odd number. An odd number squared means that we are multiplying that odd number by itself. And so with that said, what's odd times odd? Still odd. So we essentially have an odd number plus an odd number. When you add an odd number and an odd number together, what do we get? We get an even number. So look at that. That's why A must be an answer. Now you can rewind to see what I wrote. I'm going to use this space here to get the second answer choice proven. So now we have y cubed minus 1. Again, this is the same thing as some odd number cubed. And again, that's just like saying an odd times an odd times an odd, which still results in an odd number. Now we have odd minus 1, or an odd minus an odd. That's going to result in an even number. I hope we can see that there. That's going to result in an even number. Now when we take a look at the square root of y, this is not guaranteed to be even, because we could have y being 9 and the square root of 9 is 3. And so that's not even, so we can't prove it there. D, y to the power of 5 divided by 2. This is going to be neither even or odd, because y to the power of 5 will be odd. And odd numbers are not divisible by 2, so this won't be even or odd. And then y to the power of 102, this is like saying an odd number to the power of 102. And again, an odd number to the power of 102 is like multiplying an odd number by itself 102 times. But no matter what, odd numbers multiplied by odd numbers will always result in odd numbers, not even. And so that's why A and B are the correct answer choices to this problem. We hope this helps. See you in the next question.